What's up, ring slingers? It's the Emerald Enthusiast, back with another Green Lantern collectible review. This time, I'll be looking at the DC Direct, Heroes of the DC Universe, Blackest Night, limited edition bust of Sinestro Corps member, Arkillo. I am a huge fan of this character, and despite just a couple of complaints that I have about this bust, I think it's one of the best of the series. But before we talk about the loose details of the bust, let's get a look at the box now. We're treated to this nice product shot on the front, as well as the Sinestro Corps logo lining the top of the box. We get some nice product shots on both sides of the box as well as some specifics about the bust. Here's a look at the top of the box, and we see that this is serial numbered out of 3500. On the back, we get a list of some of the other busts available in this series, product shots of Sinestro and Hal Jordan, as well as the Sinestro Corps Oath. And here we see the counterpart to Kilowog. This is the drill instructor of the Sinestro Corps. This is Arkillo. And I miss this character a lot. I certainly hope that he is primed for a comeback in the comics in the near future. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at the details of this bust now. There's a lot of superb sculpting on this base. There you see the Sinestro Corps logo front and center, as well as a version of the Sinestro Corps logo back here. And I'm a huge fan of these bases, as I mentioned in the Atrocitus review. And in this one in particular, as well as the overall paint choice for this bust, there was a very tight line to walk. So they didn't want to make this seem like it's gold, but at the same time, they found a metallic yellow that just looks superb here, that is very fitting for a Sinestro Corps piece. Here's a close-up of the Sinestro Corps chest symbol, and it's sculpted very well. It's a little difficult to see because of the pose of the figure, but you can get your finger in there and feel the edges of not only the symbol, but the different sections of the uniform. Here's a close-up of the back musculature, and there's an astounding amount of detail here. You can see the individual muscles, they're sculpted well. You can see these protrusions coming from the spinal cord area. You can see just how big and developed this deltoid is. Once again, we get the edges of the uniform, the yellow contrasting with the black. And he's in this hunched forward pose, and you can see the muscles reflecting that type of energy. So my one criticism of this bust is that he is rocked forward and everything is contracted to a point that doesn't maximize the sculpting in the face, or for that matter, the chest symbol. It kind of obscures those things, and that's a shame because they're both done extremely well. Here's a look at the face from a low angle, and you can see these massive sharp teeth jutting out from the mouth. There's this extra flesh on the sides. There's all of these deep lines in the skin, and those look really good. The eyes have an intimidating, soulless quality to them, and it's just a shame that you can't see all of this if you're staring at the bust straight on. And last but certainly not least, let's get a look at these huge hands with the Sinestro Corps ring. You can see all these veins that have been sculpted in, and the Sinestro Corps ring is really large. Very fitting for the character. You can see the edges of it, and you can see the Sinestro Corps logo, and I certainly appreciate that. I certainly hope you have enjoyed this review. If so, please like, subscribe, and tell a friend to do the same. Remember to catch me on the Multiverse Musings vidcast, available right here on YouTube, which includes the Emerald Echo podcast, where we cover all of the adventures of your favorite ring slingers. And I'll be back to the internet with more comic book related content soon. But until we meet again, this has been the Emerald Enthusiast, and thanks for watching.
In blackest day, in brightest night, beware your fears made into light. Let those who try to stop what's right burn like his power, Sinestro's might.